Welcome to OK Miniatures. Today I decided to do a new kind of challenge, which is basically based on Goobertown Hobbies painting roulette. So he has his own little color challenge time limit chart thing that he uses, and I think he changes it every time. I decided to make my own version of this. So I used 4 dice to determine what I was going to do. I had 2 blue dice. Those ones were determining the color. So 1 would be blue, 2 yellow, 3 green, 4 red, 5 black, 6 white. Since I had 2 dice and I was using the same colors for both dice, if I got the same number, I was going to basically count it as a wild and I could choose any of the other colors I wanted. So I wouldn't be stuck with just one color. For the 3rd die, which was the white one, I rolled it to determine the mini I was going to use. So I had 6 minis that I 3D printed on my resin printer, and some of them were duplicates just because I don't have a lot of backlog on my painting minis yet. We're still working on that. I'm sure I'll get there. I just lined them up, and then 1 through 6 determined which one of those it would be. And then for my final die, the green one, that would be the challenge I was going to do. So a 1 would be 40 minutes, a 2 60 minutes, a 3 would be non-metallic metal, 4 wet blending, 5 glazing, and 6 a wild, which would be choose any of the other ones that I wanted to do. For my roll of color, I got a 3, which was green, and a 5, which meant black. So it would be a black and green mini. For my challenge die, I rolled a 3, which was a non-metallic metal. And for my mini, I rolled a 6, which was a bronze scout, which actually works really well with non-metallic metal since it's basically a little metal monster. Normally, these scouts would be bronze. Duh. But mine would be green because that's the color I rolled. The model I used was made by MZ4250. He has some really great D&D models, and I would highly recommend you check him out. His things are free to download and print on Shapeways, I think it's called. For non-metallic metal, basically my approach was to paint a bright spot, kind of where the light's coming from, and often in a line because this brown scout has a lot of plates on his back, so it was mainly flat surfaces. For the little wheels, balls on his sides, which are like spheres with grippy spikes, I just used like a little, that bright spot would be a little circle on the face towards the light. And then I also put in some darker green in the places kind of in shadow. I think this worked out alright. I also used a little bit, not as dark of a green, but still a darker green on the light side to be like so that each surface would go from light to medium to dark to medium to light, where the lights and darks might not be as light and dark. But I think you kind of get a feel for what I'm saying if you look at the mini. I did this on his back especially, and then on his face I really focused on just highlighting the edges. I probably could have gone a little bit more on the darks in here, but I did not. But I think the back really looks nice, I mean, it could be improved a lot, but I'm happy with it. And then to give it a little bit of a used look, I added some little white scratches. So especially, I did one long one along his back, kind of across 3 different of the plates on his back. And then I did some on his nose, since that would be the part pushing through dirt. These things apparently crawl through dirt, so that they're mostly underneath. So I really did the nose and the little antenna things, since those will be getting a lot of wear. And there he is. This is a really fun challenge, and I definitely think I'll be doing this in the future again. I would love to have a little bit wider of a selection to make the mini choice a little bit more random, but this was really fun. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more mini painting or terrain building tutorials. With that, I'll see you in the future.